See, you're not alone. Break the silence culture. Adult Conversations. Weeknights from 8 on WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
Time to be here in the studio to share another story from another person who has decided to share their story with us. How are you doing today? How is work at your side? How are you doing all together? This is Adult Conversation, and this is where we get to share real life issues and matters relating to the heart. On Adult Conversations, you get to give advice by contributing to the subject matter without judging. And this happens every Mondays to Thursdays, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. because we are here to break the culture of silence. You're welcome. My name is Filipolua Kiremi, and I hope you're doing fantastic today. Of course, it's a story for today, but in case you have any story for me, you want to tell me what's going on. I got married as a virgin 4 months ago. 4 months ago, and we didn't do any medical test before getting married. I recently started feeling sick and later found out I was HIV positive from my husband. I lived a careless lifestyle in the past, and I feel deeply betrayed that of keeping myself, after years of keeping myself, this is what happened to me. I am learning to heal, but some days are harder than others. How do you forgive and move on when love leaves you with a permanent scar? Please, what should I do? Tola is a 29-year-old lady. She said she recently got married, and a few months later, she realized that she was HIV positive. HIV positive. She was a virgin before she got married. So she's surprised, where did I see this from? And she later realized that it was from her husband, who kind of lived a careless life before they got married. Now she has contacted HIV from him. They didn't know before they got married. No test was done, anything like that. So nobody knew that something was going on like that. And now she's HIV positive, and from her husband. Now she's feeling betrayed because she got married a virgin, kept herself all these years, only to get married to have something like this, and it's quite heartbreaking for her to deal with at the moment. Very, very important. And she didn't do any tests, she didn't do anything. They both didn't do anything at the time. The husband was also not aware that he had something like that in his system. He also did not know that something like that was happening to him. So she's asking, how do I forgive and move on when love leaves you with a permanent scar? She's currently undergoing treatment. She has done quite a number of things. She has applied for treatment. She has done a lot of things like that, but it's not working. It's working really well, but she's not happy that this is happening to her after keeping herself for quite a long time. If you'd like to give your advice to this lady this evening, Tola, the number is 07000 917 917 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917 09155 917 917. This is Women Radio 91.7, and you're listening to Adult Conversations.
Ẹṣu biribiri kẹ́bọ̀ mi o. Iwájú lọ́lọ́kọ̀ mi wà mí lọ. Ẹ̀yìn lọ́lọ́kọ̀ mi wà mí lọ. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀. Ẹṣu biribiri kẹ́bọ̀ mi o. Iwájú lọ́lọ́kọ̀ mi wà mí lọ. Ẹ̀yìn lọ́lọ́kọ̀ mi wà mí lọ. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Àmọ́ mo ti ṣèbàrẹ̀ Èdùmàrè ọba tó láyé. Mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀. Mo ti ṣèbà gbogbo àgbà tí ń bẹ níwájú mi ò dédé ọmọ. Mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mo ṣèbàrà wọn rìyá mi ọ̀pá kérò làké akérò alárúurú. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀. Wọ́n ní kán fọwọ́ tèmi wọ mí o e. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀. Torí rọ̀wọ̀ ìkókó la fi ń wọgi. Mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀. Ọwọ́ rorìṣà la fi ń wọra fín. Mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀. Ẹnìkan kì í bá ìdálẹ́rìn eṣinṣin. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀. Àkíbá idà lọ́rùn eṣinṣin ó ṣèwọ̀. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀. Ẹnìkan kì í bá ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ pàdé lẹ́sẹ̀ eṣinṣin láyé. Mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀. Àní wọ́n lọ para wọn pọ̀rọ̀ jàre o. Mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀. Wọ́n ní wọ́n fẹ́ bàtẹ̀yẹra gbé jẹ́. Mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀. Wọ́n ṣèṣì wọ́n lọ kìyẹ́ ẹyẹ agbèbárò. Mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀. Kàkà kí tẹ̀yẹra gbé bàjẹ́ ṣe ló tún dára sí i. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀ yé o. Mi ò mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀.
Good evening and welcome back. This is still Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. And today we're giving advice to a lady called Tola. So she just confirmed that the husband was fully aware that he was HIV positive, but decided not to say anything to her, hoping that she will probably not get it as well. But unfortunately, Tola got the sickness, the virus as well. Tola is a 29-year-old lady who got married as a virgin, and she's been married for 4 months now. She said they didn't get any tests done before getting married, and recently she started feeling very sick, really sick, and she had to go to the hospital to get tested, and then she found out she was HIV positive from her husband. Now, this husband used to live a very careless life in the past, and she felt deeply betrayed. Betrayed, for one, he did not mention that he had anything like this. And secondly, the fact that she kept herself all these years only to end up with somebody like this in this kind of situation. And she's really sad and betrayed that this is what is happening to her at this time. She's learning to heal. She's undergoing medication. She's going through treatments, and she's doing really fine. But she's going through healing, and she's doing well for herself. But some days are harder than the others.
Hello,
The
good evening.
thought. Okay. Hello. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good
Good evening.
evening.
Can you hear me?
Good evening, Anaya.
Yeah,
How
this
are
is
you?
Anayo. I'm fine.
Thank
So,
God. You're
what
welcome.
is what is not this again?
What did you say?
Hello? The name of the sister in question.
Her name is Tola. Tola. Tola.
Tola. Okay, okay. Well, it's a very pathetic case. And the music you just finished playing, that music is very touching. But then the deed is done already, and I think it's slightly a mistake because in my church you do all these tests too. Even if your father is a reverend father, and you will not just do it. The church has designated a hospital where you
Yes.
go, they will take your blood sample. So you won't have access to the results. They will send the result to the church.
Yes.
So this is what is remaining in this now is one for our young ladies that are yet to marry. What will advise them? They should listen. Don't say I love you or no. You know, I said something some time ago in this platform that my pastor will always say that if you say love is blind, the reality of marriage will put that blindness, and this is exactly what it is now.
Very true.
And this is a millennium betrayal. And but I will counsel you, Tola, to take heart. The God of heaven that saw your innocence will intervene. I'm very sure of that. Somehow along the line, there will be divine intervention. There will be more serious cases than this. So now you should just put everything behind and trust God the more. Pray before you go. I have seen it. I told you I'm not trying to advertise my church, but I know that when my GO will say the Lord said, you better listen. So God would definitely intervene for you because of your innocence and your genuineness in this case. The man himself, well, just leave him to God. He's so annoying, so I don't want to say some things that look like I'm judging. But sincerely speaking, this is the height of betrayal.
Yes.
And this kind of incident played out in my church, in my parish. They went for I told you we have every church has a designated hospital. So they went there, they had the test, all the tests required. When the test came to the church, the brother was HIV positive, while the sister was negative. And the pastor called the two of them, see the situation. You know, foolishly, the sister was just saying, yeah, I will go ahead and no God will heal me. And the pastor said, okay, no problem. Tell your parents, your mother and your father. You tell your parents, your mother and your father. Let's meet on Sunday after our service so that we'll discuss the way forward. So when the both parents came, the pastor said, well, I'm sorry, I've invited the two of you. This is the situation on ground. So your daughter says she will still go ahead with this marriage. The father said, The father stood up, grabbed the daughter, prayed for the pastor of the wench, and that was the end of discussion. So, but in this case now, the wasn't really there for all these tests. I tell people, yesterday we were talking about the same thing like this, if you remember. Almost this case. And I was talking about consequence of faith. This is a consequence. The faith you reposed on this brother in marrying him. See the consequence. See the payback. But I don't want you to be resentful. I don't want you to be bitter. I don't want you to keep malice. Just take it to God in prayer. I'm not a prophet too, but I'll write your name somewhere. I'll also take it to God in prayer. There will be divine intervention. I'm very sure of that. Tola. That will definitely be divine intervention. So, like I said, just put everything behind. Whatever drugs they give you for now, just be taking it. Attend programs, men of God, genuine men of God's program, and be hopeful that God will intervene. God will definitely intervene. That's just all I could say. Is what my sister told her, don't worry, everything will be all right. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Anayo. Thank you so much for calling and most importantly, giving your advice, sharing your words of encouragement for Tola this evening. She has heard you, and I know that she will take note of everything that you have said. One of the things he mentioned that you can go ahead to attend programs. Thankfully, it was not your fault. You didn't plan all of this, and it's not bad that you decide to keep yourself, and then this is happening to you. You don't deserve this kind of issue, this kind of treatment to be done to you, but it has happened, and I advise that you can attend programs, church programs, just to pray and seek the face of God even more at this time, and also don't harbor bitterness in your heart. You have every reason to be bitter. You have every reason to be upset. You have every reason to be angry. But please do not be. Try as much as you can to move past this. I'm glad that you're healing already. You're finding your peace. You're finding your joy again. So please move on with your life. It's not. Don't let him cause you bitterness that would completely ruin your life and your self-esteem at the end of the day. Those are some of the advice that we got from Anayo. He also mentioned that you trust God even more in this season. That's the story of Tola, and she's asking for our advice. This is Women Radio 91.7, and you're listening to Adult Conversations.
Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Have you been a victim of corruption? Do you want to report how corruption affects you and your community? Send an SMS or WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537.
My Nigeria, your Nigeria, our Nigeria. Together, we rise as one nation, one people for a brighter tomorrow. This message is brought to you by Women Radio WFM 91.7 FM.
It's the season of love, and Women Radio 91.7 is bringing you a Valentine's special on The Big Tune Show. Celebrate love in all its forms, heartfelt stories from couples, unforgettable moments with besties, and appreciation for those special people who make life sweeter. You can also send a shout out to your loved ones and share the love live on air. Tune in every Friday in February from 4 to 5 p.m. for stories that connect and love that truly speaks on The Big Tune Show. For sponsorship and partnership, call 080-600-92137. Only on Women Radio 91.7 FM, where love lives on air.
Jíjẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio á fún ẹ ní àǹfààní láti darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn obìnrin bíi tiẹ̀, yálà akẹ́kọ̀ọ́, oníṣòwò, oníṣẹ́ àdáni, òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì, ìyàwó ilé tàbí àgbẹ̀ ní gbogbo ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ 36 ní Nàìjíríà. Tó o bá ti jẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio, a ó bẹ̀ polówó okòwò rẹ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́, ó sì ní àǹfààní láti jẹ ẹ̀bùn tó jọjú lórí àwọn ètò wa. Forúkọsílẹ̀ ní wfm917.com, darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí Facebook, kó o sì download mobile app wa níbikíbi tó o bá wà. Jíjẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio jẹ́ ètò láti iléeṣẹ́ WFM 91.7 pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn MacArthur Foundation àti Nigeria Media Innovation Program.
Are you looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placements, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now! Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673, or email us at sales@wfm917.
Do you want to know what is trending on social media? Learn good lifestyle and fashion sense, amazing food recipes, do-it-yourselves, and get to learn more about holiday destinations. Then, join us every Thursday on Sisters Lounge at 5 p.m. to relax and have a good time with us. Sisters Lounge on Women Radio 91.7 every Thursday at 5 p.m. Your best bet for a good time on radio.
Oh yeah, give them left and right, hot.
You think you know Nigeria's biggest tunes?
This bad is a problem.
Then get in the ring on the Big Tune Show every weekday from 4 to 5 p.m. on WFM 91.7. Be ready or get knocked out.
Political arena.
This is the time for us to know those who have put Nigeria in this condition.
To a large extent, religious institutions in Nigeria have failed in enforcing the law, in ensuring that members are safe.
Over 180 million people, one country, one capital, 26 states, 469 National Assembly seats, 774 local government areas. This is Nigeria.
We should stop doing this play game. It's not really fighting corruption, it's fighting opponents, it's fighting those who wronged them in the past.
How well do you know the political terrain of Nigeria? Today, there is no such thing as keeping out of politics. All issues are political games, and we are the players.
Political arena.
Wednesdays, 11:30 a.m.
on Women Radio
On WFM 91.7.
Political Arena. Politicking at all levels.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Earthquake style, you know. Let me say one thing.
Gimme key, jaw. Gimme key. Gimme key, jaw.
Be like fire, on my body. Second fera, be like fire, on my body. Second fera, open your arms like say you won't fly away. To what you say, see me get I don't mind. Open your arms like say you won't fly away. To what you say, see me get I don't mind. Alanta, one leg up. Alanta, two legs up. Alanta, one leg up. Alanta. I still again. I see this baby stand for corner, start to the wind that wing. I was tempted to touch and I asked her, baby, can you dance with me? See the dance at the demo, at the look, I'm saying now which can dance with this? She changed position, say she could teach me one particular dance lesson. Hey, my baby, oh, my sherry cocoa. Let's get to the floor, make we the dance they go. As you see me so, I'm a fast learner, oh. Baby, don't stop, I never stop it, teach me more. Be like fire. Say you won't fly away. You the steps I took will knock me off my feet. I'm so surprised the way elephant they change the song that they sing. Alanta, 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 oh ha, Alanta, Alanta.
Kiriki jaw, jaw.
My baby, oh, my sherry cuckoo. I don't sabi, oh, make we dey do am dey go. As you see me so, I don't sabi pass you. Oh. Let's change position, make I show you I know they joke. We be like fire. They burn my body. They burn my body. We be like fire. They burn my body. Taking fire. Open your arms like say you won't fly away. See me get back to my city. Open your arms like say you won't fly away. Nobody says see me get back to my city. Alanta, Alanta, Alanta. One leg up, Alanta, Alanta. Two legs up, Alanta, Alanta, Alanta. One leg up, Alanta, Alanta, Alanta. Two legs up.
You're especially welcome back. This is Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. And I hope you're having a great day. You had a great day today. Today's story is the story of a lady called Tola. Tola has reached out with her story, which is quite heartbreaking, if you ask me. It's not something anybody should ever have to go through in their lifetime. But this is currently happening to Tola, and she is asking for advice. So there's probably nowhere she would have probably gotten it from. And she knew it was from her husband because he lived a very careless life before they met and all of that. And he didn't say anything to her. He knew fully well that it was HIV positive, but he did not mention to her until now, after she also now has the disease. And she's heartbroken because she kept herself. That is one thing that's really, really hurting her, because she kept herself all these years. She kept herself pure, clean, just so that she's free from all of these things and just do the normal thing that every person should do. She kept herself over the years, and now that she's finally married, this is happening to her. More like this is the reward of her celibacy all these years. And she's quite heartbroken. She's currently taking treatment, she's healing, but she cannot take off the thought that her husband will do this to her. That this man that she says that she loves could be the one to cause her a permanent scar for the rest of her life. All she's asking from us this evening is, how do I forgive? How do I forgive this man? How do I move on in my life? How do I move on with my life? How do I go ahead to do bigger things? Because she really cannot bring herself to forgive this man. Somebody who would intentionally look at you and say nothing, despite the fact that he knows that he carries a very deadly disease. Maybe he thought she would not get it too. Maybe he thought he would play it safe. I really don't know what he was thinking. I cannot say that this is what was on his mind. The reason why he didn't mention or say anything to her. But I don't think any reason justifies you keeping something as huge as this from your partner. But at the end of the day, now she has it, and she's in a very bad place. She's asking, how do I forgive this man? I feel like I gave him my all. I waited, and this is what I get. This is what I get in return. She would like to know your advice. She would like to hear from you. She said they didn't do any test before they got married, which she regrets not doing, actually. And this is also to people who are getting married soon. At least some tests should be done, some basic tests. And I know that there are some churches that do that. They carry on some tests between couples before they join them together. And I think it's very, very important. But that's Tola's story this evening. Tola is currently listening to the show. So please do well to share your thoughts without condemning, judging, or using abusive languages. The number to call is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917. 09155 917 917. Our toll free number is 0800 1235 917. I feel like this is a very bad offense. This is a very huge offense that should be punishable under the law because this is deceit. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good
Yes.
evening.
The story is so touching. My name is Godly Uche.
Godwin, good evening. How are you today?
I'm fine, ma. And you?
Thank God. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Okay. So the story is so touching, and in such situation, there is nothing can be done. Since she's taking treatment, the mom should also be taking treatment.
Yes.
And let her continue their marriage. They already knew. First of all, the mistake has been done because they did not do any test before getting married. Unfortunately, I don't really believe that maybe the man is cheating. That is why the man got the sickness. HIV can be contacted in different ways.
Different ways, yes, that's true.
Yes, you can get HIV through using a public barbing salon with the same sharp object.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not actually only sex that you can get HIV from. So she has to forgive. Now that is on the air now, and she knows that she has it.
Yes.
She can't go and marry somebody else, and she cannot remain like that.
Of course.
There is still hope for her. So let both of them take care of themselves, since they love each other. Let them continue. That is just the way to forgive and move on. If she don't forgive, that will be haunting her, because that will be in her mind always.
Yes.
So let her forgive.
Okay.
Move on with the marriage. They can still have kids. Yes.
Of course. Of course.
So what is there? So they can move on. They can live for years. But for her not to continue with the marriage, who is going to marry her? Who is not having HIV? If she go and marry somebody else with that HIV, that means she has betrayed the person she wants to go and marry too.
Yes, as well. Yes.
Yeah. So it's the best option. Let her forgive the man. Move on. Let them come together. Think the way ahead.
Thank you so much.
Marriage is marriage. Thank you. It's good hearing from your station this night.
Yes. Thank you so
bye.
much. Bye. All right. Thank you so much, Godfrey, for calling one more time to give your advice to Tola this evening. You mentioned that you're not just forgiving him for his sake, you're forgiving for your sake. Because if you don't forgive, you're going to breed bitterness, anger in your heart, and you're the one that's going to carry the burden of pain, of hatred in your heart. So as much as you can, let it go. Forgive him for your sake, for your own sake. Hello, good evening. Hello? All right, we lost that call. The number to call to still give Tola your advice, a 29-year-old lady who says she got married as a virgin, only to realize 4 months into the marriage that she is now HIV positive. And she got it from her husband, who she says used to live a careless life before they met. And now she feels betrayed because he knew that he was HIV positive and he did not say anything. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, madam.
Good evening. You're welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, this is your usual friend, Mr. Francis, calling from Ogun State, Liverpool.
Good evening, Mr. Francis. How are you doing today? You're welcome.
I'm fine. How was your day too?
My day was great. Thank you so much.
Okay. Today's story carry weight to, and it's so touching, honestly. In a case like this, because this is a very sensitive and as such, you need to be treated in a very careful way. You understand?
Yes.
Am I
yes,
communicating?
I agree.
Okay. You see, though it's really, really disappointing. You understand? For the person, for the husband to keep the kind of thing for many years, not telling the wife, is really, really disappointing. Anyways, but first of all, let's look at what Bible talks about divorce. Am I communicating? Okay. What is the Bible standard in terms of divorce?
Okay.
The Bible says that a man cannot divorce his wife on the ground of fornication.
Yes.
Aside that, the man cannot divorce the wife. If the man finds out that okay, the wife is fornicating, that's only when the man can divorce the wife. But in the case whereby the wife is not fornicating and the man divorces, either party can marry. Hello.
I can hear you, Mr.
Hello?
Francis. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, either party cannot marry. They will stay forever, except they can reconcile back. I really love the last caller, the person that called us. I love what he said. Honestly, I really fell with that advice. The best thing is let them stay together. In as much both of them are taking treatment, stuff. Let them stay together. See, they do them part, because if you kill, my husband has HIV, and for that reason I want to divorce and go to another person. Who won't marry you?
Who will you be with?
That's the first thing.
Exactly.
God bless you. So that should be the first thing that comes to mind. So the best thing is let them stay forever. In as much they are taking treatment, you understand? They can stay forever, but you divorcing your husband is not the case. So,
yes.
Arabin is divorce. What will she do?
True.
So there's always the room for forgiveness. Let her forgive the husband, and then let them live as husband and wife. That's just it. Thank you. God bless you.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, Mr. Francis. Thank you for calling this evening. You've heard, Tola, divorce is not an option in this situation. I know it's hurtful, it's painful to be living with somebody who would intentionally harm you or hurt you like this. But at the same time, just like Mr. Francis has said, and also Godwin, divorce might not be an option in this case. It is better that you both take care of yourself and then talk about it. I also believe you should have a conversation with him. Let him know categorically how you feel, because this is really bad. This is really, it's actually a ground for divorce, but at the same time, where do you want to go? Where do you want to start from? Just looking at it generally, where will you start from? Basically, I know that you'll be fine. You're still hurting, and that's why this is happening. But I want you to talk to him and let him know exactly how you feel. Let him know exactly what is going through your mind, because it's not this is not something that should be taken lightly. I think it's even punishable under the law. It's not something that should be taken lightly at all. But for your peace of mind, for your own sake, for the sake of your joy, just forgive him and let it go. Have a conversation with him and let him know how you really feel. It doesn't mean that you would just continue to be a lovey-dovey couple. No, you might take a step backward for a moment. You might decide to be on your own for a while. You might decide to just be on your own, just so that you can find yourself again. You don't need to act all lovey-dovey and happy and excited around him if you don't feel like it yet. As much as you can, if you want to take time off a bit to get yourself to fully grasp the weight of what is going on. Because I don't think you planned to have this kind of thing at this time of your life, not even after you just got married. I don't think you had it in mind to have something like this. So please, if you want to take time to just reflect, take a time off. You don't need to get divorced, but at the same time, you don't need to be all happy and excited, or things would not naturally go back to the way they used to be automatically. It would definitely take time, and that's okay. That's completely fine. And just like Anayo said, you should be prayerful at this time. Pray. Of course, there's something God cannot do, just like he said. So yes, you can pray about it. Go ahead to programs and just live your life. Just live. I mean, we've seen a lot of people who are positive and they still live awesome lives. And I know that you're going to do well. You're going to do really, really well. You're going to live a beautiful life, regardless of whatever is currently happening to you, regardless of how you feel at the moment. Tola is a 29-year-old lady who recently found out that she's HIV positive. After getting married for 4 months, she realized that she's HIV positive, and she got married as a virgin. So she's worried, where did I get it from? Only for the husband to confess that he is the one carrying the virus. But he didn't want her to know. He didn't tell her before they got married. And they didn't even do any test while they were preparing to be married. They didn't carry out any tests. They didn't do any medical tests or anything like that. They just got married. And she feels betrayed. Why would you know that you're carrying such a disease and you kept quiet about it? You didn't tell me anything about it. You kept quiet about it. That is the highest form of betrayal, and that is bad in every regard. So she's asking, she's really sad, she's really upset, she's really confused. She's healing already, she's taking medications, and she says that she's finding time to heal and to continue her life like it was. But at the same time, there are some days when she just thinks about it and she's like, God, how did I get myself into this situation? And she's asking us this evening, how do I forgive this man? How do I come to a place where I can forgive and forget and just live my life normally? Because it's not easy for me. It's not convenient for me. I think about this all the time. I am confused about it. I'm worried. And she doesn't know what to do. She's asking, how do I learn to forgive this man? How do I move on from this to something better, that I can just live my life and just be okay? The number to call to give Tola your advice this evening. Tola is listening to the show. She'll love to hear from you. She'll love to know your advice. She'll love to know what you think about the situation. The number is 07000 917 917. And this is Women Radio 91.7. You're listening to Adult Conversations.
because you have it. It comes from God Almighty. Yeah. Oh, picking good, picking good,
Hi, WFM. Hey, movement to inspire and to break the culture of silence. Here is 90.
It's 9 o'clock, and here is the news at 9 on Women Radio 91.7. The First Lady of Nigeria and National Chairman of the Renewed Hope Initiative, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has donated 3 mobile clinic units under the Love on Wheels project to the Taraba State Government and the National Youth Service Corps. The handover took place in Abuja to support healthcare delivery in underserved communities. The Ondo State Police have arrested Kehinde Oluwi over the death of a 28-year-old Iyanu who died after a butchered childbirth procedure at his clinic in Ore, Odibo local government area. The arrest was confirmed on Sunday, 25th January 2026. To enable success in the fight against the prevention of HIV/AIDS and adopt targeted childhood treatment among children under the age of 5, the Bounty State Government has received 25,000 HIV test kits donated by the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, on Monday, 26th January 2026. An autism seeker, Serax Malik, has been convicted of 2 counts of raping an 18-year-old woman in a park in the United Kingdom. The court held that the victim was drinking at the Charlton Lawn 2025, featuring goalkeeper Chiamaka Nadozie, defenders Michelle Alozie, and midfielder Christy Ochibe and Machidat Achibadi. Women Radio 91.7 urged the public and stakeholders to support the passage of the Special Seats Bill, calling on collective action to ensure increased women representation in the National Assembly and State Houses of Assembly. Today marks 11 years and 287 days since our Chibok girls were captured, and 7 years and 341 days since the abduction of the Yeshariba Didachi girl. Women Radio 91.7 calls for the safe release of all our girls still in captivity. Women Radio 91.7 demands justice from the government for victims and survivors of sexual abuse and rape. If you have been sexually abused, please contact a sexual assault referral center near you. My name is Rinfolua Akiremi. Good evening. Thanks for listening.
We are Nigeria's first female-centric radio station for women and families. WFM 91.7.
Tickle my soul. Tickle me, what you want? Come tickle my soul. Move your dancing shoes and let's get on the groove. Then as you hear their song, and let's do so irate. People wanna dance about great good music, which makes me feel so great. Oh no. So then push yourself a little bit, so I can see more clear. So then you know now, but then feel what's happening now. We'll be over and on. We gotta put some dreams together in the blues. But then do what's happening now. We'll be over and soul. Tickle me, tickle me, tickle me. What you want? Come tickle me, tickle my soul. Forget all your sorrows and push me a little bit of your smile. Oh, darling, fill my cups with your wine, because we're gonna bother tonight. You see, you make me feel so high in my spirit, which always makes me to love, to love. Oh, so darling, jump in my little twinkle star. I want instead of you to be skanking, skanking, our baby skanking. So you know now, 'cause then few words of my mouth will be over and on. You gotta put your little stickers in your boots. Oh, yeah. 'Cause then few words of my mouth will be over and on. You gotta put your little stickers in your boots. Oh, so darling, why, you tickle me, you tickle me, you tickle me, you tickle me, yeah. You tickle me, you tickle me, you tickle me, you tickle me, yeah.
Now I know what I did to you was wrong. Please, darling, forgive me. Think of the good time we had before. Please, 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 baby. Yeah, my beautiful woman, give me one more chance. Beautiful woman, give me a chance. I keep singing, beautiful woman, give me one more chance. Beautiful woman, give me a chance. You got to believe me, my beautiful woman. I can't stand losing you to somebody else.
Good evening, you're welcome back. This is Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. And today we're giving advice to a lady called Tola. Tola has come with a story which is very heartbreaking. It's not something anyone should have to experience. But I'm happy, first and foremost, that she has decided to talk about it, which I believe is one step to growth and one step to healing, talking about it and not just keeping it to yourself alone. For the sake of those who are just joining us, I'll go over the story one more time. The story says, my name is Tola. I am 29 years old and I got married as a virgin 4 months ago. And we didn't do any medical test before getting married. I recently started falling sick and later found out I was HIV positive from my husband. He lived a careless life in the past. And I feel deeply betrayed that after years of keeping myself, this is what happened to me. I am learning to heal, but some days are harder than the others. How do you forgive and move on when love leaves you with a permanent scar? What should I do? That's Tola's story this evening. She's asking for our advice. She wants to know, how do I forgive this man? How do I move on from this particular problem? How do I move on from this particular issue? I loved this man, and I did not expect in my life that he would ever see something bad and watch me go into it. More like digging a pit and watching somebody you claim to love jump into it without any caution, without any restriction. You just allow them fall flat into it. That's what it feels like. And it's really, really sad that this is happening at this time. She wants to know, how do I forgive? How do I move on with my life? The number is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917. 09155 917 917 to give your advice and to share your thoughts with Tola this evening. We had a call from Anayo, from Godwin, and Mr. Francis, and they all gave great advice to Tola this evening. Anayo meant, okay, hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing? You're welcome.
I'm fine. How are you doing today? How was your day?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Alimat, and I'm calling from Ogun State, Magbura.
Alimat. You're welcome, Alimat. So good to have you on the show.
Yes, I'm here. So I would actually say there's no way she would actually move on from this type of situation because the trauma, this thing is already there. And I actually believe that the guy doesn't love her because if he actually did, he wouldn't have kept it from her or deceived her. Instead, he would have said something about it. And if she also loves him like she claimed, then she would see that he can get treatment and then probably become better for themselves. I don't know. I feel like she should just, it's not about asking for opinion. Like, it's what you want to do. Like, what's your heart telling you? What do you want to do? Do you want to leave or do you want to stay with him? And this like that. And I feel like she should just think about it. I know people's opinion does not actually matter, to be honest. That's just it. It's exactly what you want to do, you have in your mind to do, and then you just do what you want to do. That's what I just feel like. So the people earlier that were saying about not living, because they're just saying it because they are men. Like, they don't know the stuff that she's facing. They don't know what she's going through. They're just saying that, okay, divorce is not an option. Please, if you want to leave, just leave. It's not about people. There are people out there that they are living better life. Don't do what's in my mind. I don't care about people's opinion.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, Alimat. Thank you so much for calling. Okay, that was Alimat, and that was the advice that she gave. She says that do what your heart is telling you at this particular time. You are the one to choose whether or not you remain in the marriage. So do what your heart chooses. Hello, good evening. Okay, so she's saying, do what your heart choose. You know the man. You know what it feels like to be there. You know how it is. And I think every other person was also called to say leave the marriage, have their reasons why that was said, which is valid as well. But at the same time, you have the choice to make, just like Alimata said. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, my sister.
Good evening,
This is
Mr. Emmanuel.
This is Mr. Emmanuel.
Good evening,
How's
Mr.
work?
Emmanuel. You're welcome. I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm fine. And I want to greet everybody that has called, even Sister Alima. Thank you so much. In fact, I felt also touched with what she just said. So I don't even know what to say. But what I just want to say is that, you see, it's a lesson. It's a lesson.
Yes.
We should not allow love to blind our eyes that we should not know what to do. Yes, I love so person, I love this person. Doesn't mean we shouldn't do the needful, which is the medical checkup. What about if she's AS and the other guy too is AS? So there are a lot of diseases that is going on all around. And this is why I felt for so many people. I felt for her. Honestly, I felt for her. But what I'm saying is that for so many people, now it has happened. It is what it is with her. But I will still talk on her. But let's just, for the people that are still going through this, there are a lot of men, they don't care what, once they see a lady, they just want to get down with her. They just want to, I don't know. There are a lot of females too, like that. I think there is a procedure. And when we follow this procedure, it is for our own good. So, yes, you love somebody doesn't mean that you shouldn't do the needful. But it has happened. What she just needs to do is that she is the one. You see, life, nobody will make you to be happy. No matter, even though you are in that your position or you are not in that your position, you have right to make yourself happy in whatever you find yourself. No matter the circumstance, no matter the positions, just choose to be happy. Now, the thing that she needs to do is just that find people that are around that can make her happy too. If it is song, if it is whatever that, things that can make her just to take that thing out of her mind.
Yes.
So if she could do all those things, those are the small therapy that she could use just to put herself in shape. But the decision, if she chooses to leave, fine. If she chooses to stay, fine. See, let us say the truth. We're saying marriage is for better for worse. I heard somebody saying marriage is for better for, not for better for dead. Though. When death is looming and is around, my dear brother, my dear sister, please let's talk to ourselves. If you see that place you are not, it want to take your life, I think it is better if you could give yourself space. You deserve to live than to die. It is better to be late than never. You understand? Coming late to work doesn't mean you are now late, you are dead. I think these are the things that need to come to our memory. I don't tell people I'm a Christian, I'm a born again. I understand the scripture. But that doesn't mean that even we shouldn't do the needful. There are consequences. You did something as a man. You lied, you deceive an innocent sister, and you bring her into this. But this is one of the things that marriage do bring. It's either made you or destroy you. So we should be careful. That, to the ones outside there, you need to be careful who you choose, who you want to choose as your husband or as your wife. We need to be careful. We need to shine our eyes. A lot is going on in the society that we cannot even say that people are harboring people. That HIV is even good. She can come. She can. There's a lot of diseases that does not even have name. That is under people's. That is in the people's body. If we're not careful, if you fall under that, that is your own. That is another problem. So please and please, this is what she has gotten. So please, this is just age. Let's do medical checkup. Let's do everything. They shine your eyes. It is not a matter of relationship. It's a matter of shining eyes and look at things the way it's supposed to be. So if she could find it in her heart to forgive, all well and good. If she finds it that in her heart that she said, okay, I'm leaving. I think if she wants to take air, for me, even that place, because the more she sees the man, the more the thing comes. So at least she should just take a break and take a step out and so that she can put herself together, so that she can have, she can take a breath, she can take air, so that she can, you understand, just to make sure that she's in good condition, so that she can come back if she will, if she's willing, and if she does not want. So sometimes it is better, because I don't know what to say. What I just want to say that she should just keep herself calm and put herself in the right position that she wants to be. She should just forget that anything HIV. She just don't think about that. There are a lot of us, we are walking. Even our own is good. A lot of people walking on the road, walking on the road. If they could go for medical checkup like this, you will see some people, they are gone. Just medical checkup. So I don't know the society we find ourselves, the situation we not find ourselves. What I just say that maybe if she could try, just put herself in happy mood. So that's just it. She's the only one that can give herself. Only that's just all we can say. So may the Lord be with her and strengthen her and heal her and guide her. That's just what I just have. So thank you, my sister.
Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you for calling.
The Bluetooth device is ready.
All right, that was Mr. Emmanuel giving his advice to you, Tola, this evening. From what Halima said and Mr. Emmanuel, the conversation has taken a different turn. And what they both are saying is that you can choose to leave the marriage if you want to. Now, just like we've had calls from Godwin, from Mr. Francis and Anna, it was said that you can choose to stay. Majorly because, if you go out there, where do you want to start from? Knowing that your marriage is just 4 months, how will you start again? And for Alima and Mr. Emmanuel, they're saying you can leave if you want to, because somebody who could look at you and say, I would choose to infect you with this, it doesn't love you enough. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening for a follower.
Good evening, Pastor Ifada. You're welcome. How are you today?
Thank you, I'm fine.
Thank God.
Yeah, on this case, I'm just short of words.
Okay.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Yes, I can.
I said I'm short for both side. I just have a little to say into this.
Yes.
And I want to ask, the two couple, have they actually come together lawfully to be husband and wife, traditionally and church activity?
Yes. They married properly.
They married properly.
Yes, in church and traditional marriage.
Yeah, I want to put this. Did the black man, Africa as a whole, do we actually realize that HIV is just like malaria? Do we realize that? I see somebody has HIV as if the person is born. It's not so. It's not so. I know of somebody, which year was this? This was 2012 or 2011, that the husband died of HIV. Today, the woman is still alive. Till this moment, as I speak with you, is still alive. Now, when you ask this, do you know why I'm bringing it in this way? Where will this lady start from again? Where will she start from? Even the experience now will put fear into her.
Yes.
Is it not better both of them have to be taking a good antiretroviral drugs to boost the body, to give the body strength? Because HIV, the treatment the body needs is just antivirus. That is, you need something to boost your immune system. That is what you need. That is it. So, because before you know it now, this lady now will become hypertensive because of thinking and all that. Many things will now become complicated issues. I want us to also understand, when you talk about HIV, it is not only through sex. Do you know that?
Yes.
It is not actually possible that this guy was flirting around. It might be true, haircut and all that. You understand? The way we black take this as if it's just like a malaria. Yes. Thank God for technology. Thank God for the way people are coming up with a herbal supplement and everything. This is what they need. What they need. Because, okay, if for instance, now what I'm actually trying to say is this: if Tola leaves that marriage, is he going to remain unmarried till the death or till Gosoya come over?
No.
Or the other man, is he going to remain unmarried? So it has happened. It's just a matter of forgiving each other. Just as I have said, it may not be exactly true sex that guy contracted HIV. And it's not a death sentence. We must know this. It's not a death sentence. So please, is it Tola? Tola, please, cheer up. Because of our young ones. And when something happens, you have to stand so that people will be encouraged. This is not the end of your life. Remember the end, the end of the life of your husband. You understand? Just as Mr. Anayo said at that time, both of you can handle this through treatment and prayer. Everything will be resettled. I am telling you. So this is not the end of the life. Please gather yourself. HIV is just like a malaria. So you must handle it that way. This is not the end of the life. Oh, there is still life. God bless you and your household.
Amen. Thank you so much for calling, Pastor, for that, to give your advice to Tola. I think it's not really just about the sickness itself. It's not only about what he did to her. It's a major or the sickness itself. It's about the fact that he knew that he had it and she's capable of taking it from him, and he did not say anything. That is the betrayal that is making it difficult for her to move on and also to stay in that marriage. Because if he can look at her, conveniently transfer the virus to her, what more can he do? So what if it was what if it was something bigger than HIV? Would he have just transferred it to her just like that, knowing fully well that she didn't even know, and he knew, was fully aware, and he just gave it to her just like that? it can be really scary because you don't even know who the man is anymore. You just feel like my life is no longer safe here, right? But at the same time, it's something the both of you can sit down together to resolve. And you have to really know why he did that. You like I said before, you should have a conversation with him. So whether you decide to leave the marriage, whether you decide to stay, the ball is in your court. I think I also believe the fact that you might find someone else. I mean, we have people who are HIV positive and they got married to somebody who is HIV negative and they're living great lives and their children don't have HIV. So I believe you can still find someone. But the going through that process of okay, breaking up, then getting married again, having to date someone else, and all of that might be a lot, right? And you might not be able to handle at the moment. So think about it, Tola. Like Alimat said, the choice is yours. What is your heart telling you at this time? That's Tola's story, and she would still love to hear from you. This is Women Radio 91.7, and you're listening to Adult Conversations.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Nigeria, a nation of many languages and many tribes. We will stand together, live together, and grow together. United we stand, united we thrive. This message is brought to you by Women Radio WFM 91.7 FM.
Are you looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placements, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now. Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673, or email us at sales@wfm917.
It's the season of love, and Women Radio 91.7 is bringing you a Valentine's special on The Big Tune Show. Celebrate love in all its forms, heartfelt stories from couples, unforgettable moments with besties, and appreciation for those special people who make life sweeter. You can also send a shout out to your loved ones and share the love live on air. Tune in every Friday in February from 4 to 5 p.m. for stories that connect and love that truly speaks on The Big Tune Show. For sponsorship and partnership, call 080-600-92137. Only on Women Radio 91.7 FM, where love lives on air.
The Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, LIRS, reminds all businesses in Lagos State that the 2026 annual tax filing window is now open. All business entities are required to pay all taxes due and file returns on all pay-as-you-earn, payee, and withholding taxes deducted from payments made during the 2025 tax year on or before 31st January 2026 using the LIRS e-tax platform.
Payee deductions from employee emolument and withholding tax deductions from payments for services, contracts, or other income are both forms of tax deducted at source and must be remitted and reported in accordance with the law.
To file, visit etax.lirs.net. Log in with your company taxpayer ID and password. Complete your payee returns, withholding tax returns, and other required information, then submit.
The LIRS e-tax platform is secure, easy to use, and available 24/7.
Employees and withholding tax credit note beneficiaries are also reminded to file their individual annual income tax returns.
Failure to file annual tax returns within the prescribed timeline violates the provisions of the Nigerian Tax Administration Act 2025 and attracts statutory penalties. For inquiries, call 0700 2255 5477 or visit www.lirs.gov.ng.
This message is from the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, LIRS.
think you know current affairs? Are you a guru in mathematics? Can you name all the countries in the world? Is your pronunciation or spelling top-notch? Radio School on Women Radio WFM 91.7 is the program that takes you on a learning ride into the world of English, mathematics, art, and much more.
Radio School.
Thursdays, 3:05 p.m.
The big question.
Corruption is, in fact, is increasing more. We never had a snake and whether python and swallow him.
Why?
Everything has increased.
Conversational, controversial, and borderline disruptive. The big question.
Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays from 12:05 p.m. only on Women Radio.
Radio Doctor, your free phone-in health consultation program. Every Wednesday from 10 to 11 a.m. brings you family health.
It was discovered that people who are lacking in vitamin D are usually more likely to become depressed.
Call in to get free consultation on family health on 07000 917 917 or 090-256-25455. You can send in questions, cases, and related contributions on social media. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at WFM917. Text and WhatsApp on 0703 175 6537. You can listen live online at www.wfm917.com. Radio Doctor, Nigeria's first free consultation radio health program on WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
So the roots man them just a skanky. Looking at the dance, so the aristocrat them a rocky. Them say the dance all style out that got come fi rule this a century. About posse, P-O-S-S-Y, a posse. All that got them just a bowl out for murder. Looking at the dance, so the people them a jump and a shout. So the people them a bowl out for murder. P-O-S-S-Y, a posse. P-O-S-S-Y, a posse. Them no fit up between a fashion and a style. Bing biddy bing 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 bing. La 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 oh. La 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 oh. La 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 alright. Looking at the dance, so the people them a jump and a shout. Them a drink up them liquor and a whole of them no feeling irate. And a do bang body di ding la da gotta peer murder. All and pull it operator, this a brand new fashion and style. Want to dash it, want to fling this ya one for me, yeah. Cause do bada badi bang ding bang ding, yeah. P-O-S-S-Y, a posse. music come to rule this a century. Looking at the dance, so they pass it them a rocky brothers. Looking at the dance, so they pass it them a jump up sisters. Looking at the dance, so they pass it them a jump up everyone.
Let's start what we have come into the room to do. Right on. Here goes. 1, 2, 3.
And their families. And today we're giving advice to a lady called Tola. Tola is a 29-year-old lady who says that she got married a virgin, only to realize about 4 months later that she is HIV positive, and she got it from her husband after conversations. And now, her husband lived a careless life in the past. Okay. Hello, good evening. All right. Her husband lived a careless life in the past, and she feels very betrayed, majorly because he knew about the fact that he had that virus, and he did not say anything. He did not mention anything to her, and patiently waited to get it transferred to her before mentioning what has happened, for reasons that are not clear at all. And she feels very betrayed about it. She's healing, she's taking medications and all of that, but sometimes she just thinks about it. Do I really want to be here? Is this the right thing for me to do? Is this the right place for me to do? She's asking, how do I forgive? How do I really, really forgive? Can I really come to a point where I have completely forgiven this man? How do I forgive and move on with my life when this love that I claim to have just left me with a permanent scar? She will forever be HIV positive just because she decided to get married. And it's more painful because she kept herself all these years. She kept herself pure, didn't have any interaction with anyone, any intimate moments with anyone. She kept herself, and now this is what she gets rewarded with after so many years of waiting. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, this is Anna calling back.
Good evening, Anna.
Hello?
Welcome back.
Yeah, something just came to my mind. I feel I should share it. And I think the important thing here is not the disease, but the height of betrayal. That is the pain here. Because even me, from the last time I spoke, I won't lie to you, I've not been myself. And like, how can human being do this to another human being? The fact that he knew he had it and conceal it, that is the pain there. It's not the disease. Absolutely not the disease. So what I'm thinking is that since this marriage is 4 months, I don't know if Tola's family is aware of what's going on. If not, I think she might have to update her family. Very important.
Okay.
The parents must know about this. And who knows if she has a praying mother. What she needs most now is prayer backup. She just needs prayer backup and faith in God. Like I said earlier, she should just format her mind from any kind of resentment, any kind of bitterness. It's not going to be, it's easier saying than done. Yes. But then that is just how divine help can come. Because when there's bitterness, God cannot intervene. Yes. It is the betrayer. It's even me that appear. If I tell you I'm happy, I'm lying. My heart is heavy. So the family must have to know about this. So if she has not intimated the family, she should go ahead and do that. Let your parents know what has happened. And not for quarrel or for, even if you take him to court, or whatever judgment the court files, will he bring back what has happened?
No.
So like the pastor said, yeah, HIV is not a death sentence. Only if you are dogmatic about the treatment and the drugs, you must not allow it to advance. When you advance to age is another thing. That is the journey of no return. And then when we say we can contract HIV by clipper, see, that is minimal. That is 1 out of 1 million. HIV is a virus. It's like during COVID-19. COVID-19 couldn't stand light. That was why Africa was saved from embarrassment that will have come to Africa. Because we don't have any facility. If it had been like humid area like Europe as at that time, it would have been traumatic in Africa. So the two major virile way of contacting HIV is either blood transfusion or sex. When you say sharp object, it cannot survive those. It can't survive light. So it needs an enclosure to be able to affect people. So I don't believe all those sharp objects and all those clip everything. So if it's by blood transfusion, well, maybe we won't have to blame the brother. But the tune of the letter said he lived a careless life.
Yes.
Let's face it. Let's not try to like we are supporting the brother in a way. It can be through clipper. It's not through clipper. The letter said he lived a careless life. And the painful thing here is the betrayal. It's not the HIV. So please, Tola, if you have not told your family what happened, go ahead and let them know. You really need prayer support. You need constant counseling. You might need to also, I think there are experts in this HIV counseling or whatever. You might need to register for constant counseling on what to do. But I trust God, like I said earlier on, help will come from above. But don't be bitter. Don't keep malice. Let your mind be free. Though it's not going to be easy. But that is appropriate thing to do for divine intervention to come. Thank you.
Amen. Oh, thank you so much for calling. Completely agree with you. It's not just the trust that was broken, the extent he went to, because he knew that this is something that can affect her entire life, that can affect her mood, affect her work, affect her life in general. But he still kept quiet and let her get it, from him. And I think that's what the problem is. That's where the pain really, really is. But at the end of the day, you would decide to choose whether or not to continue in the marriage or move a step backward. And I believe that no matter what you decide to do, you would find somebody who will love you. It might not be easy. It might not be as fast as you think, right? Because you're just coming out of a marriage. So I don't expect you to quickly move into another. That's if you decide not to continue this marriage. So I don't expect you to leave a marriage, then immediately go into another marriage. It will take time. You want to get to know the person, then try to avoid something like this happening again. So it will take a lot from you. And healing is the most important thing in this case. You need to heal first before you make any decision. And just like Anayo said, I think it's also very, very important that you tell your parents about this. Let them know what is going on. Let them know what is going on. So this can be properly addressed in the family as well. At the end of the day, just like Mr. Emmanuel said, choose joy, choose your happiness, choose your peace, because it is very, very important. You need to choose your peace in this situation. Leave your peace, choose your joy. You want you to choose your stay. If you decide to stay, so if you decide to stay, you can both start attending prayer meetings, start going for counseling, taking your drugs consistently. You can do that. I know it's going to be hard for you to forgive, Tola. It's going to be hard. Thinking about me telling you to forgive, like thinking about it, I feel very sad. Just telling you to forgive, I feel really sad about that, because I even feel some constraint saying forgive him, because I can imagine how difficult it can be for you. But you have to forgive him for your peace of mind, for your own sake, not because of him, not because of anything, for your own sake. And take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. If when you want to, you take your drugs. Don't be under pressure. Don't be under pressure whatsoever. And maybe he didn't love you so much. And I want you to know why. I want you to have a conversation with him to really, really know why he did that. I don't know what reason would be justified or would be justifiable for this kind of atrocity, but I want to know. Talk to him. You deserve to know why he did this to you. You deserve to know why he chose to do this to you. You deserve to know. So talk to him about it. Why did you do this to me? Why did you do this? Why? What is the reason? What did I do to you that makes you think that I deserve to be punished this way? And so the choice is yours to make at the end of the day. Whether you decide to leave, whether you decide to stay, the ball is in your court. And we wish you all the best. Whatever your choice is, whatever it is you decide to do, we wish you all the best. And the most important thing is that you choose yourself, and then you choose your joy. I know it's not going to be hard for you it's not going to be easy for you to trust this man again. It's not going to be easy for you to be free in the house like you used to be. But for your own good, if you decide to stay, let it go. Let it go completely, because it's not worth it. It's not worth putting your mind on. It's not worth it, to be honest. It's a lot of things. I feel really sad. I think I'm just really, really feeling the weight of what is going on, and it's really sad. I must tell you honestly, you don't deserve this, Tola. You don't deserve to go through this kind of treatment in your life. But it has happened, and I'm praying that you will find your joy again, you will find your peace again, and that you will be fine. That is the most important thing. I'm really, really praying and trusting that you'll be fine. A big thank you to every single person who was calling this evening to give your advice and share their thoughts with Tola. We say a big thank you. It's very, very important that before we choose our partners, beyond going for medical tests, which is very, very important, before you marry anybody, go for tests. At least there's some tests that should be done before you get married. Do those tests. But more than anything, it is important that we pray, commit it into the hands of this person that I want to marry. What are they hiding from me? What are they keeping from me that I don't know of? A lot of things would begin to unfold in marriage, and there are things that we could have easily found or easily figured out in the courtship season. So it is important that when you're dating someone, or you're courting someone, you open your eyes and you prayerfully decide. It's not feelings and love and butterflies all the time. It is important that many times you take your time, get to really know them for who they are. Because of our time, let's go to read some of the messages we have on our WhatsApp platform. This one says, "Hello, Tola. Honestly, I really feel your pain, and this is not to blame yourself. I can only tell you to be strong, take your medications, and don't be depressed. Always pray to God for more strength. I don't know if the man is aware of his HIV status before marriage. If yes, the man is a betrayal. God bless you. I really don't know what to say because I feel your pains. That's from Steve from Ibafo. Another one says, Tola, I truly understand the pain and disappointment that you feel, especially given the circumstance of entering marriage as a virgin. It can only be overwhelming. But please take comfort in knowing that women living with HIV can still give birth to HIV negative children when proper medical care and precautions are followed. Although there is no universal cure for HIV yet, scientists continue to make remarkable progress. Antiretroviral therapy remains the standard treatment, effectively suppressing the virus and enabling people to live long, healthy, and fulfilling lives. I share this with you because two women very dear to me are battling serious health challenges, one with breast cancer and the other with HIV. The woman with breast cancer underwent uh, underwent a surgery for 9 years ago, while one living with HIV appears healthier than any one of us. In fact, you would never know she has HIV unless she chose to disclose it. It is possible that your husband was aware of his HIV status before marrying you. If that is the case, I encourage you to forgive and move forward. However, if he knowingly concealed it, this is indeed a betrayal. Either way, I urge you to keep alive and focus on the brighter possibilities ahead of you. Wishing you strength and peace. That's from Eremeka Fidelis from Songwater. All right. T-Girl says, how can you not check the blood group, genotype, and even genotype before venturing into marriage or intimacy in today's world? A virgin for that matter. Okay. All right. That's from T-Girl from Fagba. All right. Thank you so much. Every single person will share their advice and thoughts for Tola this evening. We appreciate you and we are saying a big thank you. She has heard every advice, every counsel, and we hope that you find your joy again, Tola, and you find a place in your heart to forgive this man. Whether or not you choose to be with him, the choice is yours to make. Just like Alimat said, think about it. Ask your heart, what do you want? A big thank you to Anael, to Godwin, to Mr. Francis, to Alimat, to Mr. Emmanuel, and Pastor Ifada for calling this evening to be a part of the show, and most importantly, giving the advice to you, Tola. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do also join me tomorrow by 8 p.m. till 10 on Women Radio 91.7 for another great time on radio, giving advice to another person in need. In case you have any story for me, you want to tell me your story, you need advice, you need clarity, please do well to share your story on 08155 917 917 08155 917 917 as a WhatsApp message with your name and your story. Till tomorrow, by the grace of God, ensure you enjoy the rest of the evening. And thank you for always tuning in to Women Radio 91.7. We love to serve you here. Thank you so much. My name is Folua Kirami. Enjoy the rest of your evening and have a splendid night rest. Good night.
Broadcasting affects your life in so many ways. If you're offended by anything broadcast on this station, it is your right to complain to the station or call the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC) on 0803 349 7901 or send an email to complaints@nbc.gov.ng. You can also comment or report programs through our website www.nbc.gov.ng. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Nigeria,